Hey, what's going on? It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash K here, back for another NBA Prize Picks video. If you haven't checked out the early Prize Picks video I did, I will link it at the end of this video. I dropped 5 picks early. We got a full card now, so I went through and found 5 or 6 more that we can look. A lot of assist props that I like here, but we'll dive right into it. Again, if these bring you any value at all, please hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we can keep helping you win some money here. And with that, let's just dive right in. All right, as always, we have the Prize Picks desktop version up here in the background. I will talk through the picks that I like and give you the reasonings behind them, play them, fade them, leave something in the comments. I love talking to you guys, and I do my best to answer every comment that we have down there. And if you don't have a Prize Picks account, you need to head over there, run over there, use promo code DFSArmy and get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. I'll give you some plays, put them in there, hopefully secure a little bit of money. TGIF. So with that, first one on tap here, we're going to assists. I said there's a lot that I like with assists. We're going to go the first one here, and we're going to go Kevin Porter Jr., and we're going to go over 6.5 assists with him. Going up against the San Antonio Spurs, it's a 236.5 over under. Massive. Spurs favored by 5. They are getting a few guys back here from last night. So Jakob Poeltl's supposed to be back. Doug McDermott's back. DeJounte Murray's back. So the last time, though, that it was a full team like this, I know the Spurs kind of put a hurting on him. But if this thing stays competitive, I think he's going to get this over. So, again, it's only a 5-point spread. And he's averaged in his last 5, 8.6 assists a game. Spurs are 13th in the league with assists allowed, but he's basically been getting there almost each and every night. He's went over this mark in 8 of his last 10 games. So I do like this over at 6.5. I know some books that are out there on the regular books have it at the line at 7.5. So they think it's even higher. The juice is on the under there because I think that is a better line for it. Whereas 6.5 feels like 1-2 light, where he's went over 7, 11, 9, 8, 8, 7, 8, just those over his last 7 games. He's went over this mark. So we're going to start the 9 off with over Kevin Porter Jr. 6.5 assists. The next one we're going to go over here, we're still going to stay in the assist column, and we're going to go to Fred VanVleet. We're going to go to over 7 assists. Again, it's one of those things where I feel like this line is too low. Going up against Atlanta, who's ranked 27th in the NBA in assists allowed. Last time they played Atlanta back on January 31st, he put up 11 assists. He's went at or over this number in 8 of his last 10 games. This is just way too low for him. Like I've always said, as long as he's got his team back healthy, he's going to look to get them involved and not shoot quite as much. They're favored by 3 here. It's a 218 over under. And it's just, again, just feels too low for me here. He's averaged 8.5 over his last 5 and 8.7 over his last 10. And the minutes, again, are always going to be there. He averages, 42 minutes over his last 10 games, and he put up 39 minutes against Atlanta. So competitive game where they're fully healthy on the Toronto side. I will always take this over when it's sitting in our face at 7 here. The next one we're going to go at is, again, another assist prop. And we're going to sit here and we're going to look at Brandon Ingram over 5 assists. Again, another over. We like this one. Denver is getting a few of their guys back here. Let me pull up the injury report. Yes, we do get back. Jokic is off the injury report. So is Aaron Gordon. And then on the Pelicans side, Josh Hart is questionable. If he were to be out, it would just help Ingram with the ball more in his hands. But Ingram's going to have the ball in his hands. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out. Garrett Temple is out. So again, this is a 5.5 point spread. Oh, now it's a 6. Denver's favored by 6, 224 over. But he's went at or above this number in 8 of his last 10 games. This line is 4.5 in most places. I wish we could get that number here. It would be my favorite play. But even at 5, I still love it. The minutes are going to be there. He did play Denver once this year where he hit 5 assists. So again, I love him to get at or above this number. It just feels too low, and the numbers, he's went, struggled at Detroit there. But before that, 6, 6, 8, 6, 9. 4, 6, 5, 7. So like I said, he's went 8 out of the last 10 games. He's went over this. So another assist prop that we like. The next one we're going to go here. We're going to go to points, rebounds, and assists. And we're actually going to go over to the OKC side here. Now, we're going to go to Lou Dort over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, SGA has been out for a while. They just played Portland back on the 31st of January where it went 27. And then he put up 39 against Dallas. He's just going to have the ball in his hands more. He's just going to have to do more. You know, it's basically him and Giddey's going to get things done. So, you know, I like taking, where's he at? I like taking Lou Dort for the over here. Again, he's hit it in 4 out of his last 5 games. I think he continues to get it done here, going up against Portland. As long as they can keep it pretty close, he's going to get there. The line is at -8 for Portland, the 214 over under. But this OKC team's been playing tough, man. And you know, a lot of it has to do with Dort. If his shot has fallen, he will absolutely crush this number. If it doesn't, he'll still get there with assists. He's put up 3, 3, 4 in his last 3 games. Rebounds 6, 6, and 5 in those last 3 games. Like I said, if his shot has fallen, he could get 30 points, and it would never shock me. He ended up putting up 30 points. Matter of fact, going up against Dallas there. So, you know, his shots are going to be there. His shot attempts are going to be there. Portland is ranked 26th in the league against points, 27th in the league in 3-pointers allowed, 24th in free throws. They just give up a ton of points and just, you know, a ton of everything. They're not a good team. You know, assists allowed 29th. They're just not a good team. And I just like the Dort numbers a little bit better than the Giddey numbers. All right, the next one we're going to go over to points. And we're going to go if you played him last night, he let you down a little bit there, but the matchup was really tough. But we're going to go right back to the well here, and it's Gary Trent Jr. over 17.5 points. Now, again, like I said, he let a lot of people down here last night against Chicago, but Chicago's a good defensive team. You know, he's going back to Atlanta, where Atlanta, he put up 31 real-life points. And before last night's game against Chicago, he ended up 5 for 5 going over, 33, 31, 33, 32, 33. Again, Atlanta is 23rd in the league in points allowed, 22nd field goal percentage allowed, 22nd in 3-pointers allowed, 22nd in shooting guard defense. Like, just, he's going to play 40 minutes. You know, the shots are going to be there. Like I said, in Chicago, he only put up 8 threes and only hit 3 of them. And just the shot volume was way lower. It only put up 13 shots. So I think he's going to go back to putting up the 20 shots, 20, 22, 28, 22, 21, and those that he did get over. So we're going to lean on the over 17.5 points here in a better matchup and get the rebound game here. And then the last one I was kind of looking at, I'm going to throw it out there. It's not I'm not going to put up a pick on the board here with the top 5. But someone mentioned to me about Plum Dog and talking about rebounds. And I didn't like the rebound one, but I do like taking a chance at the points, rebounds, and assists over. And the only reason I didn't like the play so much when it came to rebounds is just Cleveland is a good rebounding team. I think the rebound total was at 9.5. I'd have to go back and look, but I didn't like it because Cleveland's 8th in the league in rebounds allowed. And I have a hard time, as long as we have those 2 big dudes and Mobley and Allen roam the paint. I have a hard time thinking he might get the over the rebounds, but points, rebounds, and assists I like because, yes, he's had 17, 10, 17 in rebounds the last 3 games, but he's also had, you know, 2, 4, 6, and 6 assists. And then he's had, you know, 5, 8, 10, 8, 7 points. So he does a little bit of everything. And he's actually went over this mark in 4 out of his last 5 games. And so, again, it's not an official play here because the minutes can fluctuate with him, right? 30, 24, 38, 27, 32. They're just kind of all over the place. So not an official play here, but I just wanted to mention this because I saw the comments on the early one. What about the rebounds? Kind of give the reason why I don't like it. But if you wanted to play Plumlee, I prefer the over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So with that, recap of the 5 plays we got. We got over 6.5 assists for Kevin Porter Jr., over 7 assists for Fred VanVleet, over 5 assists for Brandon Ingram, over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Lou Dort, and over 17.5 points on a bounce back game for Gary Trent Jr. Hopefully those threes are flying and hitting that bucket. So with that, I hope you have a great Friday. Again, I will link the early video so you can check that out as well for some more picks. And then hopefully we can secure the bag with some of these. So with that, I hope you have a great Friday. And I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.